everybody, and Happy New Year. This is 2019, and this is Where You've Been Sin. Not sure if you checked out my show today on Facebook, but I also did a show on 2019 traditions, superstitions, and resolutions. So let's get into this real quick. Traditionally, you're supposed to eat a meal that is supposed to bring you luck into the next year. This will probably consist of black eyed peas, which represents coins and wealth, greens that represent money, cornbread that represents gold, and pork that represents prosperity. You can also eat grapes. Eat 12 grapes, one to represent each month of the following year, and this is for luck as well. Um, you're supposed to also eat noodles or rice. The noodles that you eat are supposed to be long noodles, and for you to not to break them. These are to symbol long life, whereas the rice is to symbol fertility and wealth. Now, the things you're not supposed to eat are lobsters because they travel backwards, and chicken because they scratch backwards, and they also have wings. And it's saying that the winged animals may take flight with your luck, so you don't want to have that to happen. Traditionally, you're supposed to kiss someone at midnight. And if you don't, that means that you're going to be lonely for the rest of the year. Now, being that I'm swearing that I am going to be single for the rest of my life, this was not a problem for me. Also, Times Square, that's also a tradition that people try to go to New York for Times Square. I was going to actually go this year, but I chose to spend the evening with friends, and that was so much better. But we watched the Times Square viewing count of the countdown, and they didn't even drop the ball. So I would have been very disappointed had I gone. So I guess that's something that they took away. Well, one thing that I learned that they do in Mexico and Brazil is you're supposed to wear colorful underwear. And the different colors that represent are the yellow is prosperity and success, red is love and romance, white is peace and harmony, and green, which is what I wore yesterday, is for health and well-being. So that's something that I learned and I didn't know anything about. Fireworks which were created by the Chinese. Those are said that the sound is supposed to um, scare off evil spirits and misfortune. So you see that a lot too. The fireworks. I think in probably every country that does it celebrates New Year. If you wear polka dots, this is supposed to symbolize prosperity. You're supposed to keep coins in your pockets too, so that you can attract wealth. Laundry. Now, this is something that I do, and I learned this from my children's dad. You are not supposed to do laundry on January 1st. You're supposed to do it either have everything complete on the by the 31st, or do it from the second thereon. It is said that if you do laundry on the day of New Year's Day, that you will be washing away a year of good fortune, or increasing your laundry load for the year to come. And you don't want that either. You're supposed to also wear something new, which I think I tried at least try to do this. I did definitely last night, and it's saying that if you're wearing something new, that's going to increase the likelihood of you having a new wardrobe throughout the year. And that's one of my goals that I actually started at the end of 2018, because it's my goal, since I am a business owner, that I should be dressing and looking like I do own a business. So that's something that I'm working on as well. Some superstitions are not leaving the house, or nothing leaves the house. So on January 1st, you should not take the garbage out. You shouldn't go deliver gifts or, food to anyone. It's saying that if anything leaves the house, that you will lose many things throughout the following year. So you want to not remove anything from your house on New Year's Day. You're also supposed to not to cry, even though last year I cried a lot, and crying just brings unhappiness for the year to come. So maybe that's why I was unhappy for part of this year, because I was bawling last year. So, um, you're supposed to also not have any bare cupboards. So that's probably why all the stores are crowded on New Year's Eve because you're not supposed to have bare cupboards, and they're supposed to be fully packed so that you have a wealth of, food, and that's there. You shouldn't loan out any money or precious items to anyone on the first, or pay any loans. So if you get any phone calls saying your payment was due, just let them know that you believe in